Hi, my name is Mr. Payton. Welcome back to my series on communication skills. Today we're going to talk about the writing process. Writing is not easy. For a lot of us, we just flat out avoid it and pay someone to do it. But I want to give you an opportunity to kind of take a look at the process maybe again. Maybe now that you have a little more time and space, maybe now that you're a little older, more mature, maybe you can absorb this a little bit better. So let's start off with whatever it is you're doing, the purpose. Are you trying to write something formal like a resume? Or are you just trying to communicate to a boss that you want to raise or something like that? So that's the main thing. You got to find out your purpose. That's going to determine your format, whether you're writing a formal letter or just writing an email. So the first thing you got to do is generate the ideas. What are the main points you want to get across? What do you want to say? And you have to be very clear about that. Most of the time, there's probably 3 major points that you want to try to communicate. And the thing about having 3 points is you got to think to yourself, if I don't have 3 good reasons, I'm not sure if I really have something ready to write yet. Maybe I'm not ready to communicate what I'm trying to say yet. So let's go to the example of trying to get a raise. Can you give 3 reasons why you should get a raise? If you're just trying to write a letter to mom and dad and you're frustrated with something that's going on in the house, maybe it's a rule, you think you're too mature for it now. Do you have 3 good reasons why that should change? Okay? So we've found our purpose, we've generated some ideas, and we come up with 3 areas that we're going to focus on. Now we actually write. And I have to say, I'm a little bit older. So many times I look at people's writing and it looks exactly the way that they text. Ladies and gentlemen, that is unacceptable. You can't write the way you text. So you have to pay attention to the basics. Capital letters, periods, commas can kill you if you don't have them in the right places. And by all means, when you write, don't be afraid to show it to someone. It's a really important thing. If I was going to go speak to someone or do anything, I would want to run it by someone first. I mean, you do that with outfits, we do it with everything else. We take friends with us to go shop. So why wouldn't we let our writing be seen by someone else? The answer is because we're embarrassed that it may not be good enough. Got to get over that hurdle. It's not an easy hurdle, but it's one you have to get over. Now, this part of the writing process leads me to 2 areas where many people struggle. Editing and revising, and they are slightly different. When we talk about editing, a lot of times we're talking about some of the technical skills, maybe grammar, maybe punctuation. When we're doing revisions, we may possibly be changing the meaning or the flow or possibly just the order of things. At any rate, the editing and revision stage is very important. That may be the time where you want to send it to a friend, somebody you respect, somebody that has strength in this area. It may be a colleague, it may be a superior, but it's not the superior you're trying to talk to. Give it to someone who can look at it with fresh eyes. Even if you're an excellent writer, and I think I'm a solid writer, I still want to show it to somebody else because when you're in it, when you're writing and you're creating, you think everything's all good. Sometimes all you got to do is step away for an hour, go do something different, and you'll realize that there are a bunch of mistakes. So that's very important. Finally, presentation. Are you going to email it? Does it require an introduction to what it is you're sending? Are you going to print it out? Do you have a reliable printer? Do you have good paper to use? Okay? These things are all going to make a difference in your writing. Remember, the point of writing is to communicate a message. And for many of us, we'd rather not do it, but there are going to be times where you need to write a letter. It may be on behalf of your child getting into college. It may be as a reference for one of your good friends who's trying to get a new job. Writing is a very valuable tool in communication, and if we can find some confidence in this area, I think it can really improve our lives. The only way to do that, though, is to write. And so I'm going to give you a challenge. And the challenge is fairly simple. I want you to write a letter to yourself. Address it to dear, whatever your first name is. Try to come up with 3 good things you can say positively to yourself. This only needs to be about a paragraph long. That's 3, 4, 5 sentences, something like that. And again, it's just an opportunity for you to practice, to give yourself a chance to see how your writing is. And here's the good thing. You're sending it to yourself. So you can't really lose. But start to do things like that. Start to give yourself excuses or opportunities to practice writing. I think if you do that, you'll find yourself more confident and more capable of producing good writing pieces. This has been an episode of Communication Skills, and it was focused on writing. I hope that you found some value in this video. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel. There's more content to come. Thank you, and have a great day.